Hi, my name is Mitchell, and today I'm going to talk to you about a band called Fiddler, which is not only a band but also considered a lifestyle mostly along the West Coast. Fiddler is a surf punk band coming from mostly the Los Angeles area that has had multiple musical influences on multiple different musical genres, but most importantly, the garage punk community coming from the West Coast. Fiddler is an acronym meaning "Fuck a Dog Life's Risk," which is where the band got its name, but later on has been translated to also into "Forget It Dad, Life's Alright" because the band took a more positive side with their music. The band consists of four members: Zach, the lead singer and backup guitarist; Brandon, the bassist and backup vocalist; Elvis, the lead guitarist and backup vocalist; and then Max, who is Elvis's brother, who is the drummer of the band. Each member has done their own side project, but Fiddler as a whole has brought up multiple bands and made a huge impact on the musical community as a whole. They broke down a lot of barriers with their first album, with their self-titled album, Fiddler. I feel like a song that really encompasses their whole album as a whole is No Waves, which consists of a very distorted lo-fi guitar and bass, along with the lyrics, which have been plugged in through a guitar amp to distort them. And essentially, all the lyrics say is that they're not good people. They don't glamify themselves as other punk or even rock, mostly rock bands do, where they try to bring themselves up. They talk about drug addiction and having regrets and how they wish they could redo life. And then you move into a song like Cocaine, which lays down a heavier guitar riff, still really heavy distortion, angrier vocals, extremely impactful guitar riffs, which started off with very simple, but then layers and layers of distortion and synth, and it just became what it is today, which I learned from multiple different interviews with the band. And then we move into a song like White on White, where it's political and it criticizes the U.S. military. Whether it's coming from the left or right, we don't know, but it has a very heavy riff to it. And then we go to the most famous song that they have, which is Cheap Beer, which essentially says they are white trash per se, but has an extremely impactful guitar riff, which has been seen in multiple social media outlets such as skateboarding videos, Target commercials, and even a movie featuring Seth Rogen called The Neighbors. Going on to their second album, TOO, 40 Ounces on Repeat really encompasses how pop punk has turned their second album, when it has like a Blink-182 or Green Day-esque vibe to it, but it has a comedic music video utilizing a lot of early or late 80s, early 90s music videos such as Britney Spears, Limp Bizkit, Korn, etc. It was really a change of pace from the previous album. Then we move into a song like West Coast, which is an older B-side, which could have been seen on YouTube for years before their first album even released, but remastered to fit their newer sound. And it meant a lot to my friends and along with every other person I met that knows this band. And it has a very impactful music video because they gave a taste of what their concerts were like, which consists of very high energy people wanting to move around, running into each other, stage diving, and the Midwest currently just didn't have that at that time. Then we move into a song like Punks, which originally was found on SoundCloud, known as The Punks Are Finally Taking Acid, which utilized a blues scale guitar with a very distorted amp, and it had very strong remnants of the first album. And then we go into a song like Bad Habits, which Brandon wrote about Zach's drug abuse and how it affected the band and how Zach was slowly going sober. Third album comes out called Almost Free this year, and By Myself really shows the true colors of Fiddler with extremely experimental sound and wanting to do something different. It had really set the tone for the rest of the album when it became per se poppier, but does not follow mainstream pop whatsoever. And then followed by Get Off My Rock, which was extremely Beastie Boys influenced song and has more remnants of previous albums just with a higher quality, and they were able to do what they want with their music because of a new producer. They influenced multiple different bands such as Swimmers, where Zach produced the first album, consisting of the drummers Billy Joel's son, and was originally known as Emily's Army. Also the Frights was a huge influence from Fiddler. Increase of West Coast punk bands in general came from this, such as Pity Party, Surf Curse, etc. In conclusion, the influence on the music community is amazing. It broke down multiple barriers, and the music quality in punk just got extremely important. They no longer kept the distorted lo-fi sound that they previously wanted, but gave more of what the punk community needed, which is a different change of pace, breaking down barriers, and something more important that people can hold on to. And as Fiddler would say, fuck it, dog. Life's a risk. Thank you.